All right, Mike. Tell me something about My Hero episode 5.
Hey, Steve.
Hey.
Uh, yeah. Basically, I got it's let's let's go Gutsy Red Riot. That was the name of the episode.
Yes.
It was very action packed.
Very, very packy with Aki. Um, like
Yeah.
from the jump, it's a fight scene. Like before the intro, before anything, it's giant man, we'll call him, and giant dinosaur man.
Yes.
Two guys with giant quirks, just duking it out. And like we said last week, you have those filler episodes that are just more talky, so you can have episodes where, oh excuse me, when
Didn't we nickname someone Mr. Talkie Talkie?
did they? I don't
Or
know.
did we say that about? I think we might have said that about Lost Village.
Oh, any Mr. Talkie gets around, I guess. But you have these talkies, so when you do the fights, you can make them look good. And this whole episode even is just animation on point, looking good, nice and smooth. Like nothing wrong with it. Like I was like, wow, this is why I like this show. You know, the fights are awesome. And you re-meet Electricity Girl, which you can talk a little bit, but I'm gonna look up her name in the meanwhile.
Um. Well, while he's looking up that person's name, basically we had Uravity and Froppy,
Mm-hmm.
uh, running. I guess what would you really say? Like, I guess assisting would
Yeah,
be the only like really way to say
yeah,
it.
like either like sidekicking or that's like their hero study program is helping with her.
Yeah. So basically, they're helping Electricity Girl.
Yeah, I can't, dude, I can't find her name, but yeah, go on.
Um. Well, if that was a thing, we could have honestly like. I'm pretty sure they'd have to say it
I think they did.
in the
I
episode.
just can't find a. I looked up Electricity Girl, and that really doesn't help. Um, this doesn't have it either. All right, whatever. Electricity Girl. Let's just call her that. It's easier that way, even. And
Yeah.
Chaco and Froppy are under her. They use their ultimate move. So that's what they've been up to, and it's interesting to see people beyond Midoriya because, like I said before, he's not even my favorite character. And I don't think he's as interesting as the other kids. I think this show does best is its supporting characters, and just they're also interesting. I wanted to say they're also quirky, but that's like
That's a pun.
that's like hitting a nail on the head. Like, but but yeah, they're just I like to see what everyone else is up to instead of just following the main character around all day. It kind of gets stale. Um,
Well, yeah, because you don't get to know what the heck the other
yeah,
people.
yeah, and that's why the show works because you get involved and you form these relationships with these other characters, and then when they're in danger or something happens to them, like the stakes are a little higher instead of just being invested in just one main character, where you're pretty sure at the end of the day he's gonna make it out all right. Like he never feels like he's in real
Oh,
danger.
dude, I think I actually had. Oh, dude, I'm a dick. It's Najir Hado. That
Yeah. Okay.
that's Electricity
Okay.
Girl.
I remember the subtitle being something like that. Gotcha. But we're gonna call her Electricity Girl because easier.
Dude, I really dropped the ball. I'll be honest.
Did you have it in your notes?
Yes.
Nice.
Uh, the other person I believe I have their actual like I yeah, the other person that they
The
go
dragon?
into. Yeah.
Dragon Girl?
Well, I think
It's
it's Drag.
yeah, it's Dragoon. Uh, but I called her, or what I have for her is Ryukyu.
Yeah.
What's her name?
She's number 9.
Yeah.
He- uh,
But we're gonna call her Dragon.
obviously, Well, we really didn't have to touch base. I believe everyone should know this already, but I'm going to go into a little bit of detail. All the heroes are ranked, so basically, she's ninth of overall all heroes.
Yeah. So out of
I knew that. I knew that didn't have to be discussed, but I just want to
no, but
further
it
clarify.
puts in perspective of all these here. If whatever like half the population or a significant portion of the population has hero powers, and she's number 9, like she's doing pretty good for herself. And we've seen what the number.
Yeah.
I mean, like we know 1 and 2 are so great. Number 9, she stands to be pretty tough.
Yeah.
And then we get intro. And I had a question for you. Is this a new intro, or was I just not paying attention to the intro?
I don't think it's a new intro, but
Because the whole time I was like, oh, this intro is nice. This is nice and new.
I think they changed it from season 1 and season 2.
Yeah, no, I know that. But like I know some other shows, every arc they change the intro. Like Naruto, like every couple episodes they'll hit you with a new intro. But unless I just wasn't paying attention last week, I thought it was new. But I could be totally wrong there. And during that intro, I know she was in it last week. There was a heavy focus on the overhauls girl, the horn girl. Like they kind of put like the spotlight on her and Midoriya. So I definitely think she's going to be more important going forward.
Oh, 100%.
Like we speculated last week. So it starts off with Overhaul, his 2 goons, who we don't know the name of yet, and Shigaraki meeting up. And the little mask guy, he's just got like cash stuffed in his pocket. I like that guy. That's my favorite character, by the way. Bad guy, little mask. And
Wait, are you talking about Mimic and Chronostasis?
Yeah. Well, I was gonna save his name for later because they don't say it till later. But yeah, Mimic.
Ah, well, I feel like you're trying to describe this person, and then just it's so much easier to go. Oh yeah, by the way, his name is blah blah blah.
Okay, well, Mimic and Kurono are their names. The two guys. And Shigaraki wants a joint partnership. He doesn't really want to be under control of the Yakuza. He's like, we're going to do this. I'd rather do it together than, like, report to you. Like, I have my guys, you have your guys. Let's just team up rather than I don't want to listen to you. Because he's older and he thinks he deserves some kind of respect, you know? And then I wrote, bam, gun to the back of your head, idiot. What did you just say? Because, they put a gun to his head and they're kind of like bossing him around then.
Yeah.
So they're like,
which I thought was kind of funny too.
They're like, yeah, we're not playing with you, dude. You're gonna do what we tell you to do. We already killed one of your guys like pretty easily, so he's already got that fear in him. Then it cuts.
Well, also, I also want to touch base on the fact that he was also like, don't forget, you owe me a guy and an arm.
Yeah.
Because he took
Compress's arm. Yeah.
And killed Magmi or Magmi.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. So something's going on with them. I bet by the next episode they're going to be fully teamed up or have some kind of plan. And Overhaul's.
I'll be honest. Another thing, that freaking name of the episode is freaking sick.
What's it, Red?
Like honestly, let's go, Gutsy Red Rocket. Red Riot. Red Rocket.
In a little bit,
dude, I watched too much South Park.
We'll figure out why it's called that shortly. And he says All for One's plan was kind of he steals quirks, so that's how he did his thing. And this guy is more on the lines of, I'll just disable your quirks so you can't use them, so then my power looks better than everyone else's. if no one has quirks, I'm the best, instead of taking everyone else's for yourself. That's kind of his way of looking at things. Which is where presumably the little girl, but the dart comes in, the quirk dart. Erases
Oh, you
the quirk.
think she's the quirk stealer?
Maybe. I mean, it's pretty much like a 50-50. It could be. But why would they be experimenting on her for no good reason? Why does she seem so important, you know? She either... Okay, here's the thing. She either has the ability to take away quirks and they use her blood and put them into darts, or she's immune to that. Like, her quirk can't be stolen. But I think maybe her quirk taking away other people's power makes a little more sense, just like story-wise, I think.
Yeah. Well, it's new.
Yeah, but like I said, it could go both ways. It could just be a little girl for some other reason. I don't know. We don't know yet. But yeah, that's the whole deal. The if you get shot with a dart, it takes your powers. And then we're running around with Kirishima as Red Riot, his hero name, and Fat Gum.
I'll be honest, I kind of like Red Rocket a little bit better. Just saying.
We're running around
my little whoopsie ends up being a pretty fucking good one.
We're running around with these three. The third guy, his quirk is called Manifest, so I'm gonna call him that for right now. I can't think of his name. But Manifest.
Which one?
The guy. The guy.
Samaki Amajiki.
What's his hero name though?
I don't know.
Oh, well, anyways, I don't like calling people by their real name. It makes me sound bad because I don't know if I get the pronunciation right.
Mr. Fat.
Mr. Fat, yes, Fat Gum. But his powers.
Oh, dude. Oh, now.
What?
My favorite thing is because of how we met Tamaki. I have him as Hentai Man.
That's a good name. That's what you want to be known as, I think.
It's pretty accurate. He had tentacles, man.
Hey, man, don't discriminate.
I'm not.
Sounds like you are.
I like the Inklings from frickin' Splatoon.
So we got those three. The manifest power is he eats food and he can kind of turn his body part into, or take on the properties of what he just had. So like, you see.
Can you go a little bit in depth, my good sir?
In this episode it's fried chicken. So I don't know if he takes the properties of fried chicken or like it's weird how it.
I think he takes like. Basically, like, let's say he ate fried chicken. He can acquire the legs and wings of a chicken.
So, so if he ate, say, if he ate some exotic meat like a tiger, he would have like tiger claws. I guess.
I guess like it's very weird. It doesn't exactly specify like,
no. And
if he has the ability to go, oh yeah, I want tiger claws. Or something like that.
Like if maybe, what if he had a giraffe? Would he get a long neck? And also it brings into question like what is a useful food, like, you know, to carry around all the time.
Doritos.
Like, but really, like, what can you eat?
I'll be honest, probably like a chicken nugget.
But it would just give you wings and feet.
Yes, but if you think about it, let's say you fucking, like, someone gets you and throws you off the top of a building, you got a fucking chicken nugget, you eat that shit, you got wings, you can't fall to your death.
Maybe, like, some kind of, like, bird, like an eagle. Like, eat some eagle meat, you get some wings and them.
Dude, what would happen if you ate some tofu?
You would just die.
You'd get the power of tofu!
Like... Let's see. It just seems like a weird power, but I like where their head's at with that one. I like fried chicken, man.
Ate nothing but chicken nuggets all day. I could turn into a fucking full-blown chicken.
So then we see this dude run into the crowd, and he's got a gun, and you're like, oh, what's a gun gonna do? He shoots the quirk dart at Kirishima, Red Riot. It bounces off, and it hits Chicken Man. So now Chicken...
Actually, that just brings up a great point. What do actual bullets do to, like, heroes? And villains?
Well, I think they're normal people, so unless they have some kind of skin hardening, I think it would just shoot them. And they would just get shot.
Would they die, though? Like,
why wouldn't
does
they?
it cause enough...
Unless they're, like, their body, like, their physiology is so different. Like, it doesn't say anything about people with quirks having different kind of skin, or, like, different skin hardness. So you'd probably just get shot. And if you get shot, you get shot. There's been no evidence to say otherwise, as of yet.
Yeah, so it's very weird and very peculiar, right? Because, like,
so
why the hell do villains...
You could be the best villain with a gun.
Like, how do cops, like, detain fucking villains?
Exactly. That's why Stain was such a powerful villain. Because he had swords. And he cut you and killed you. And they just died like regular people. So my best villain would just be Gun. And he would just shoot people. What are they going to do? Unless you're really fast, or can dodge or manipulate things around you, you're done. Or like maybe Mount Lady, if she gets big, it changes her density or something. But besides that, that's fatal. But also, it's a different world, totally different time. Maybe they outlawed guns. Have we seen? I mean, we saw a gun in this episode, but do you really see guns before this? I can't remember. You remember the episode from, what is it, the first or second season, where Overhaul and All Might break into the League of Villains? Hello?
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
I do somewhat.
Okay, I was trying to think if you remembered that, if the cops who were on the scene had guns. I think they did.
I think they did too.
So, I was gonna say maybe it's a gunless society, but it's not. I guess they just don't include them that much because that's like a big plot hole, or like if people just had guns all the time, it would make a lot of heroes and a lot of villains useless. Like every hero could just have a gun. But that's no fun. But this guy shoots his bullet, takes out dude's powers, and he's Blade Guy. I called him Blade Guy. And they're fighting a little bit, and he shoots blades out of his body. Kind of like... Oh, he didn't get to that part in Naruto. Never mind. Anyway.
Go on, just say it anyway.
Nah, he shoots bones out of his body, and he can, like, project bones, like, out of his skin. So kind of like that. And he's doing that, and he takes some kind of medicine or some kind of pill, and they call it like a drug. It puts him into like overdrive, and he just gets like crazy. And a little bit.
Oh yeah, that's where I went off on a thing. Crazy crackhead on drugs.
There you go. But they explain a little bit later in the episode. It's like a quirk enhancer that for a couple hours or a little bit just.
Well, no. They said this one there are some that could last out, but the one that one was based off of was what the heck?
Did they say it was like a knockoff?
Yeah, it was a black market. Yeah. Really, I guess unpure.
Mm-hmm. So
like how
kind of side effects, yeah.
Yeah, so like the side effect was really shitty.
Mm-hmm. So it was like the black tar heroin of my drugs.
I'm not entirely sure, but I think black tar heroin is actually like a really good one. I think that's how it goes.
Alright, I don't know. So it's the...
How about this? We go to something very similar. Or very easy to comprehend. It's like smoking just straight up
No,
weed.
no. It's the
Instead of
no. It's the
no 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 no
generic version of a drug.
no.
Not even.
It is like weed, and then all of a sudden, like how it has like so many different like crazy ones. Like now, like there's like fucking death and shit. Like
So you go
yes,
from this guy was smoking plain old
plain marijuana.
plain Jane, and you can be out there smoking death.
Yeah, you could be smoking like that loud. Say
You could that
no.
Nile River. But,
See, it's not that bad because weed is like legal. Well, not really legal, but
some places
decriminalized in a lot of places.
Yeah. Best part coming up. Kirishima gets mega hard. That's what I wrote. That's how I wrote it. He goes into his red Riot Unbreakable form because none of the other guys can get close to Blade Guy, or none of the other guys. It's only him and Workless over there. So he's just fighting him off. But it's kind of like a losing battle because he can't get close to him because he kind of keep him at a distance with the blades. So he goes like Super
Saiyan.
Yep. So he goes Super Saiyan, and in his Unbreakable form, he says he only has like 30 seconds of uptime. So he does this, and he just says fuck it, and he rushes at him, and he does his ultimate move, Red Gun Turret, and he just fucking punches the fuck out of him. That's how I put it. Hits him in the stomach, sends him flying. Fat Gum out of nowhere stops him in his belly, and we learn that his quirk is called Absorption, and he can absorb people. And
you also forgot my favorite part of the whole episode. For some odd reason, the fucking crazy crackhead guy is a little bitch, and he keeps crying.
That's true. That's true.
And he keeps getting Red Riot caught off guard because who's gonna freaking beat the hell out of someone that's crying?
That's a good point. But when that guy's trying,
so just remember this: if you're trying to, fight someone, and you're losing, just fucking start crying.
That's not a bad technique. They might feel bad.
Exactly.
Or they might use their ultimate move on you. Could go one of two ways there. But I like those odds. And then
well, dude, it worked on him twice.
It did work on him twice. But he still won, so maybe it's a time buy-in move. Give you a couple extra seconds. He's done. Red Riot is victorious. I really like that name, actually.
Victorious?
No, Red Riot. I think he has a cool suit. I think he has cool. I always liked Kirishima. Cool powers. And like we say, these characters are more interesting than Midoriya. They're. I want to. This is what I want to see more of. I just want to see if the show every episode was a week to week just following different hero, like a day in the life of. That would be awesome. That would be like my favorite. But it's not, and we have to have a story, and it's okay. It's okay to have a story. That's about it for this one. Do you have anything else you'd like to add, sir?
I'll be honest. I like the whole. I honestly like the whole episode because I always thought, like, is there drugs in these worlds and shit like that? Like,
that's what you always thought.
Well, like, like everyone's all like powers. Everyone's like ultra good usually, except for the fucking villain.
Yeah.
So like, I want to know if like they actually had drugs, like super enhancing drugs, kind of like how we got.
No, there had to at some point. I mean, it only made sense to have like some super steroids, basically.
Yeah. So like, I always wanted to like know if like there was actually like something going on with that kind of shit, because they never do that in like anime or TV shows. They never go into drugs or anything like that.
Mm-hmm. I think
so. Like to find out that there is like villains can use to be like freaking crazy and fucking get their like powers boosted.
I think you mean people can correct me if I'm way wrong, but I think drugs are kind of like frowned upon in Japan, or like.
Well, they're frowned upon everywhere.
No, but they're not celebrated in media, and they kind of are against showing that in media. I could be way wrong, but that's how I understand it. I mean, like we have our culture like jokes about steroids and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And I think they're more like, and you see a lot of drugs in TV shows, cartoons, like adult cartoons and TV shows, and I've never really seen anything besides maybe cigarettes in anime, and drinking is about the extent of it. So I don't know if it's like a societal thing, but like you're right, it's the overall superhero world is interesting. Like is it just Japan has superheroes? Does anywhere else have superheroes?
Well, we know that for a fact that there is superheroes all over the world.
But yeah, like, I mean, they mentioned the drug being in the USA, but is the president of each, or like the leader of each nation, a superhero? Are they a normal person?
As per usual, Steve, America's got the best drugs.
Yeah, like I want to see a My Hero Academia in America episode, or just are all this are
Dude, guarantee there's probably gonna be a crossover.
Are all our superheroes just jacked dudes? Like all Superman, you know what I mean?
Are our freaking superheroes all just fucking like stars, stripes and stars on their freaking uniform?
Yeah, like is everyone Mr. America? Or this is where the guns come in. Every American superhero is just a dude with a gun.
Gun-toting American?
They don't even have powers.
My special power is Desert Eagle.
Yeah, like that's interesting questions though. You wouldn't want your leader to be a powerless guy. You'd want him to be someone powerful. Do countries go to war with each other anymore when superheroes are so, you know, like I don't know. It raises some interesting questions. I know this. I don't know if this is spoilery or I don't even know what this is from. I don't know if it's from the My Hero spin-off manga or the main manga, but I know there's one point where they say some hero's going to America or something, and they show like a knockoff of the Avengers Tower. So, I'm not saying that they're in the same universe, but maybe I don't know. Could be. So maybe we got Iron Man over in America.
What the hell wasn't Sir Night-Eye freaking America?
Was he?
Or who was from America? I want to say like there was some like, cause yeah, didn't All Might go to America with some like, and like was like.
Yeah. No. That sounds right.
That sounds right, but what the hell was he doing over there?
All Might looks like an American superhero. What are you saying?
I know he does.
He should be our leader. He's like red, white, blue, a little bit of yellow, but that's who I want defending me. That would be a cool crossover though, like My Hero International, you know, where it's like heroes from all these different countries.
That'd be weird, because, like, would you have the Avengers in it? Would they be able to work it?
Obviously, the Avengers wouldn't be in it, but it would probably be, like, knockoffs.
Well, why not?
Because it would take a lot to have that crossover. That's a lot of licensing involved. You know?
Well, isn't there someone, isn't, like, someone from, like, China the main shareholder of Marvel now?
I mean, China and Japan are very different places. Well,
like, I want to say China, but like, you know, like, I feel like if over there, it would be kind of weird. You get what I'm saying?
I don't know, but to that point, there is Marvel manga with their own original characters. So.
Well, yeah. I remember the Tony. Was it the Iron Man Adventures? It was like kind of.
There was that, but there was actually a Wolverine anime style show, Dawn. But like there's actually like legitimate Marvel manga where they made all original characters and they drew them black and white like regular manga. I don't think it was published under Shonen Jump. I think it was Marvel. But I mean the
dude, that's a game that we should play.
What?
Jump Force?
Dude, it's weird. I've tried it. It's weird.
Okay.
I don't like the graphics on that. I don't like that realistic style. I don't know. I think the characters just look weird, like put in the real world. I'd like a more cartoony, you know.
Well, yeah, that's why I can't play frickin' Fortnite. It's too cartoony for me.
Too cartoony for you. Yeah, I think we're onto something here with these My Hero America new show. You heard it here first.
My Hero.
I'm putting the copyright on that right now.
Start off at UA America.
Yeah.
Freaking Captain America.
Yeah. There you go. He's like their All Might. And then he trains in little Captain America.
No, I got it. We completely played we make the American version, and they speak different language, and then over there, it's American. Fuck with everyone.
Reverse anime?
Yeah.
Shit. Alright, I'm gonna quit while we're ahead.
Yeah, we were actually a really good
That was a good discussion. We came up with some good stuff there.
And we didn't get off topic too much.
No, that was a good episode. Good talk. As always, I always enjoy. Look forward to the next episode. The show's awesome.
Yeah, it was definitely action-packed from beginning to end, and that's how I love it.
Mike wants more action. None of that talking stuff.
No more talkie-talkie.
No more. Just make everyone mute and just punch.
The only thing that should have a soundtrack or sound bite is frickin' the punches.
Yeah, just completely silent. Just background music and punching.
Oh god, that would be like the world's worst anime.
I don't know, man. You ever heard of Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah, but there's sound.
A mute Dragon Ball Z.
Well, I guess, yeah. I've done that before. Wake up before everyone's, up. You freaking turn off all the volume so you don't wake up anyone.
That's what I did last week when I was watching the shows. I told you I listened to it with no volume, and it was awful. I couldn't tell what was going on.
How, sir?
I don't know, man. Let's wrap this one up. Do you have anything to tell these people?
Senseless plug. Look for me and Steve on Mixer.
Yup.
We will be live streaming games. Yeah, you can follow us. Yes. I got nothing else other than that, really.
Yeah, we got Mixer. I always put the Discord link and the audio podcast link of all this stuff in YouTube video. This week I was playing the stupid Game of Thrones game again because it's easy and it doesn't take too much just to click around. But we will see you on Friday for Lost Village, and then back again on Monday for the next episode of this.
All right. We will see you in the next one.
Peace.